You're listening to the How to Talk to Girls podcast, where you'll learn step by step how to meet and seduce beautiful women. Whether you're looking for one night of fun, a week-long fling, or a long-term relationship. I'm your host, Trip, and the episode starts now. Hello and welcome to the How to Talk to Girls podcast. I am your host, Trip Kramer from tripadvice.com. We got a fun little episode today. Today, we are talking about what happens when you're in a relationship with a girl and you find out about her past. What happens if you don't like her past? What happens if you find out she's been sexual with some guys that maybe you know, or maybe a lot of guys that you don't know? This can be very troubling for a lot of men. In fact, we had a question sent in about this, which you can email in to trip@tripadvice.com with the subject line podcast question. And we just got this one. It says, "Hi, Trip. I've been reading your stuff for 2 to 3 years now, and it helps so much. I have a question. I do not know if you're ever going to answer, but I'll give it a try. I just found out my girlfriend was a slut in the past, and it is really bugging me. I love her, but I just cannot forget about it. Thanks." Okay. Well, this is a multi-layered question here. Multi-layered question. First of all, I don't like to use the word slut because when we start using language like this, basically we're insinuating that when a girl has sex with a lot of men, this is a bad thing. And of course, we can go into, the double standard of it all. And here in America, if you are a woman and you are sleeping with a lot of men, you are looked at as a slut or easy. And if you are a guy, well, then it's cool, right? A guy is never really called a slut. Sometimes he's called a fuckboy, but guys praise each other a lot for that. So women are condemned for it. Men are praised for it. So can we get rid of this language? Can we please? Why is it that it's so bad for a woman to have a lot of sex, but it isn't for a man? Why is it cool for men? There is no reason. This is just because society says so. What makes having sex with somebody a bad thing? What is it? The only thing I could ever really think of is if someone is doing it for psychological reasons. That means that, sometimes men and women are promiscuous because they're trying to fill some sort of hole. Some women will be very promiscuous because, they don't feel like they don't have high enough self-esteem. So they get their self-esteem and their worth from sleeping with many men to feel special. I think guys will do that too. Guys who are, really active and meeting a lot of women and out there meeting a lot of girls, they could be doing it because they don't feel good about themselves. So once they have sex with someone, they feel worthy, they feel loved, so to speak. And then it's a never-ending battle to continue doing it because the hole there can't be filled because they don't feel about themselves that they are worthy. So they try to get it from other people. And it doesn't end. You're going to need to continue to get it from other people more and more and more and more. Okay, so that's the only way or reason why I think it might be dangerous for anyone to be extremely promiscuous. Okay, so make sure whoever is listening out there, even though I know a lot of women don't listen to this podcast, but whoever's listening out there, you're only doing it for the right reasons, okay? That you're only out there having sex and dating for the right reasons. And be honest with yourself. Going to a psychologist really helps with this. Understanding what are the reasons why you're trying to find someone. Is because you have low self-esteem, because you don't feel good about yourself, right? These are things to think about. Now, I'm not straying too much from the topic here. I know we're talking about, okay, well, what if my girlfriend did that? Well, this is all part of it. If you realize that it's okay for women to have sex, it's okay for you to have a lot of sex, that it's normal and fine, as long as you're doing it, like I said, for the right reasons, then hopefully we can try to look at the fact that maybe your current girlfriend or wife really hasn't done anything wrong here and that you're judging her based on a societal standard that says that women shouldn't be sleeping around with a lot of people. Now, I know the argument here. A lot of guys might think, well, okay, fine, all good Trip, but still it bothers me personally. It's not that I care about what society thinks. It's that I think about another guy with her hands all over my girlfriend or multiple guys with my hands all over a girlfriend, and it just bugs the hell out of me. What do I do then? Well, I have a few answers to that and a few pieces of advice. And my first one is this. Understand that right now, your girlfriend isn't with those guys. Okay, your girlfriend isn't with those guys. Your girlfriend is with you. She's sleeping with you. She's thinking about you. Let me ask you this. The girls that you slept with in the past, how much are you really thinking about them on a day-to-day basis? I mean, honestly, okay, maybe once in I don't even know, maybe a couple months you might think about them. But even then, are you really thinking about them? Who is on your mind right now? It's probably your current girlfriend. Okay? Same goes with her. There's no difference. She's not thinking about all those guys. And especially a girl who's maybe slept around with a lot of guys. Let's say she's slept with, I don't know, 20 to 30 guys. Okay? Maybe even more. I'm sure a lot of those were one-night stands. How often is she even thinking about that? Right? No, she's with you. She's thinking about you. So that's the kind of jealousy factor here that you have to remember. And that the past is the past and it's over. And the present is now. So those guys, they don't exist anymore. All it is now is a memory that's not even thought about. So it's as if it's not even real anymore. Okay, it happened. It's over. No one's thinking about it. Everyone's moved on from it. And she's now with you. Okay, so I want you to really, really hone in on that idea. And of course, going back to what I said earlier, if you're like, well, I just feel dirty and I feel weird, like I'm with this girl who was a slut and it makes me feel weird and I don't want to be with, I want to be with a wholesome girl. Well, now you're being judgmental. And you know what? If you can't get over it, then break up with her because you don't deserve her. If you're going to sit here and judge your girlfriend for being with other guys, well then, honestly, let her go, man, and let her be with someone else. Let her be with someone else who's not going to judge her for being with other guys. And for you, I'm sure, you're probably thinking like, oh, well, whatever. If I did it, it wouldn't be a big deal because I'm a guy. But it's all the same. It's not cool and it's not cool. Just is. I've talked about this in some other episodes, that double standard, right? Don't think of, oh, I've had sex with a lot of girls. I'm amazing. I'm cool. And you remember your number. You remember how many girls you slept with. Or on the other hand, you're like, oh, I've only slept with, 2 girls and I'm 25 or I'm still a virgin. Doesn't matter. It doesn't make you any better, any worse. Okay? Any kind of good feeling you're going to be getting from sleeping with multiple women, it's all ego-based. It's all just feeding your ego. But really, at the end of the day, when life is over and you're on your deathbed, you're not going to be like, I'm so cool because I slept with 50 women. Oh my God, I'm amazing. It means nothing. Absolutely nothing. So let's bring in a common theme that's running through all of this is the idea of presence, the power of now, so to speak. So what does that mean? That means I want you to be present with the women that you sleep with and don't think of it as another notch on the bedpost. Okay, that's not what it is. Just enjoy the sexual experience as it's happening and then it's over. And then be present in whatever else you're doing with your life. And then I want you to be present with the woman that you're with and stop thinking about her past because she's not thinking about it. She's moved on from her past. So why don't you, instead of sitting here thinking about all the men that have touched her and groped her? Okay? So let's move on from that. Let's stay focused in the now. Let's not feed our ego. And let's not worry about something that has absolutely no effect on your life. The fact that you slept with a lot of guys has no effect on your life. Okay? None. That means that you're just going to keep moving on and living your life and being with the girl that you're with and enjoying it because she's with you now. I'm Trip. Don't forget to check out my program called Hooked at getherhooked.com if you want to learn how to be the guy who knows how to attract beautiful women and knows how to actually get them in the bedroom so you can have that wonderful experience. I'll see you next time.